Yo, what's up? What's up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Your boy Denver.
Yes, it is your boy Josh. Yes, welcome to our podcast, man. Welcome to the Josh and Denver podcast. We here again with another episode. How you
Yeah,
feeling today, Denver? How you feeling?
feeling good Sunday morning. Switching it up. We're trying to find a day that works best, but just getting it in is good. So
Mm-hmm.
trying
Facts.
to Sunday morning, but right for the games, there's a lot of hot topics we want to get to. Especially excited, even though I think it's Carolina versus Jacksonville. It's not really like a top matchup, but I just want to see our boy Cam Newton.
Cam Newton, he's getting to start. Can you believe that they asked him to start so quickly though? Like,
Nah, I'm not surprised. He gives them so much juice, dog. Like, yo, the
mhm,
stadium's gonna go crazy. I think it's a home game too. I think it has to be. It's
yeah, it's
gonna be
just for
crazy.
yeah. It's honestly, yeah, it's just the effect that Cam brings for real. Like the charisma that he has. My dude is just like he's infectious. You know what I'm saying? The man, like,
Mm.
you can't like when you got him in your building, you can't help it. Like, you probably want to play this man. You probably want to play for this guy. He's just that type of dude, man. I don't know what it is. It's,
Yeah.
how certain born leaders are. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. So
Yeah,
yeah,
but
I'm happy to see Cam, man. I mean, they're facing Jacksonville, so hopefully it's an easy dub for them, you know?
let me look. Nah, oh, Jacksonville's facing 49ers. Who they facing this
Okay,
week?
so it's
Oh, they got a
who they
bye.
face?
They got a bye. Oh, Washington. Yeah,
Okay.
but at home though.
Oh, that's why I was seeing on Instagram. It's like, oh, Cam and Ron Rivera going to be
Right.
reunited. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Washington's not a bad team. I mean, they were coming off a W against Tampa, right? So,
Yeah. Yeah.
hmm.
I'm excited. It's weird though, because like when he was with the Patriots, if no one was this excited for Cam. It's like it's so weird. It's like I think because everybody knows that like he's not restricted, but he can't be him. So now
Exactly.
I don't even know that he still has his YouTube channel. I'm like, how's he doing that? I guess on the off days on Mondays, but he still has a YouTube show. He's still like himself, which I think he couldn't really do with the Patriots. Like he's like he stopped. He wasn't as outgoing as he was with the Patriots. So yeah, I'm excited to see like Cam 2.0 or Cam that's back.
Yeah, the resurgence of Cam. Yeah, it's just like you're saying, bro. New England, man. I've heard people like remember the I Am Athlete podcast with like Brandon Marshall and all those guys,
Yeah,
Chad Johnson and Fred Taylor. Yeah, so that podcast, like Chad Ochocinco, Chad Johnson was talking about being in New England. Fred Taylor is talking about being in New England. Their time in New England, they're like, yo, everything is so structured. Like you, there's no chance for you to mess up because you are expendable. So you can't really be yourself.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just feel like there's no individual within that team. There's no, and like they really take that phrase literally. Like there's no I in team at all. So I guess when your personality, if you got a personality within New England, is going to be dimmed when when you're there. So that's literally what it is. And now that Cam is back in New England, sorry, back in Carolina, man, he's back to his old way. He's back to his himself, yo. He can shine. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy to see that.
yeah. And actually, Cam was on the episode, like the Patriots episode. I think on I Am Athlete, it was like Cam, Fred Taylor, like you said, Chad Johnson, and all three of them what had in common was they're all were at one point on the Patriots, and so
Yeah,
even Cam was saying that he just needs another year of offseason with Josh McDaniels, but I mean, as you see when they drafted Mac Jones, they just needed a little glimpse of we like him,
hmm,
to say that he beat him out, but he didn't really beat him out. It's just
exactly.
they preferred Mac over Cam, which Mac is playing well, so not hating
Yeah,
on it, but yeah, like I don't like the
they made
narrative, yeah, that say that he beat him out.
yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. I wouldn't say he beat him out. It was due to circumstances because again, it came down to Cam's, vaccination status at that time. Like that's why I feel it came down to. And they're probably thinking that Cam's not always going to be available. They're thinking about availability. And again, in New England, again, because they run that tight ship, just because you're Cam Newton, you could be cut too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They will start the rookie over you. Bill Belichick is a different type of coach, man. He's everything is like military over there, bro. So
and that's crazy. It's like it's so
yeah.
technical. I mean, it's good and bad. I mean, it's good that you go to like I guess like I would say technical school. It's always good for football players. You have to learn the techniques and all that stuff. But like sometimes, like I like coaches too that I just like let you play a little bit. Just say, hey, like
Mhm.
you're gonna guard, just guard him. Like you get too technical and you think too much. Like you said, Cam thinks too much. You said Chad Johnson was there. He said he thought too much.
Mhm.
Like it's like I don't know. It's like I like kind of yeah. Like technical is good, but like sometimes you gotta just play. Like it's football. Since we were playing
Mhm.
since we were kids. You know what I mean? So I mean, if you get too technical, I mean, I don't know.
So, yeah, I could sometimes get your head out of the game,
Yeah, you're thinking, yeah,
almost.
overthinking it. So
Exactly.
yeah, so I'm excited for that game, Washington. It's
Yes,
gonna be a
sir.
tough game. Washington just came off a big win over Tampa Bay last week, so that's kind of might be a hard game, kind of maybe a track game, but yeah, I mean, it's going against his old coach, so they could have got him. They should have got him this whole time. So I think he's gonna try to prove it to them like, hey, y'all should have signed me. Like Taylor who,
Yeah,
Heineke. I'd be
yeah,
like, yo, yeah,
yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Exactly. Like I was really I mean, Ron Rivera went to a Super Bowl with Cam Newton. Like, why don't you take him? You know what I'm saying? Like, why didn't you pick him up as soon as New England let him go? So yeah, Cam wants his vengeance, man. He wants his revenge. So I'm all for it, man. Cam, go out there and prove, why, the other 32 teams should have picked you up from early. Like, show what you can do. You're still a starter in this league. Let's go. Let's get it. So yeah, I'm very excited, man. Um, yeah, we're gonna be one of the Sunday night or Sunday football games to look out for. Um, let's switch gears and let's look into other games. You want to kind of get some predictions going?
Yeah, I'm trying to get the predictions in before everyone can make their bets.
Yeah.
At 1 p.m. Kind of make some
Yes.
predictions here.
Yes,
Um,
sir. Yes, sir.
At some of the games today. Colts Bills. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good
Ravens
game.
Ravens
Re-
Bear. No, it's not a good game.
Packers Vikings.
Oh yeah, everyone's picking the Vikings because Rodgers he's back. He played last week as well, but they're saying that I don't know. Everyone's
Yeah,
picking the Vikings. It's weird.
he's a little rusty.
Um,
Are you trying to say Kirk Cousins has it going?
yes, everyone.
Because he is actually playing decent, Kirk Cousins, and
He always putting up stats. But
yeah,
to be honest, he's not that bad of a quarterback. He doesn't even throw that many interceptions. But I think he's one
nah,
of
he
those
doesn't.
quarterbacks that like I don't know for some reason he just can't. When it's a I don't know his fourth quarter stats in terms of like comeback game stuff like that. But I feel like maybe it's his defense. I don't know. But I feel like in big moments he just doesn't either his team or just him doesn't come up clutch. But I don't
Yeah,
think he's like a bad quarterback to be honest.
yeah, he's not bad at all. Like looking at his stats right now within the season, it's 18 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. So he's very efficient. 231 completions to 339 attempts. So yeah, that dude is he's playing some good football. Yeah, it's just like you said, it has to be just him just not being able to close out big games. Um, but who knows? We could get a shocker from Kirk Cousins this year, man. Who knows? I mean, we're
Yeah.
still within the middle of this season. I mean, they're 4-5, but they could easily turn this around, maybe. Um, again, there's 17 games within the season, and yeah, I like the way Kirk Cousins, he's really developed just a great connection with Justin Jefferson, man. And Justin Jefferson is just a crazy, like there's something in the water in LSU too, man. There's something with them LSU boys, Like that's wide receiver U in my opinion, I feel. I mean, Alabama was giving them some competition, but Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, those guys are deadly,
Yeah.
deadly.
Plus,
Then you got
Odell
Huh?
and Jarvis, the older
Yeah,
heads, I guess.
exactly. You got your older heads like Jarvis and Odell. Man, these guys are again they superstars, man. They superstars.
Yeah. Vikings. Yeah, we should go with that game. Yeah, like Kirk Cousins, like like you said, decent quarterback, always puts up great stats. Like one of my friends was the video coordinator last year for the Vikings, and I was kind of like,
Oh yeah?
I was kind of like texting him like, yo, I was like, yo, Kirk Cousins. And he was like, nah, Kirk Cousins is good. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, bro. He's like, cause he's on the inside watching
Yeah,
like
he sees it all.
inside out. He's like, the problem is not Kirk Cousins. Like everyone's blaming him, but he's like, look at the stats. Look at the way he
Hmm.
plays. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna look at the stats, look at the game. I'm like, all right, he's not. He's actually. I always thought he was decent, but he's actually like good. So like,
Hmm.
yeah, he kind of like was like, nah, Kirk is good. So that kind of like, whoa. And so yeah, so for that game, I'm gonna go Vikings on this one, bro. I don't think Rogers is all the way back healthy.
Hmm.
I go Vikings. Dalvin Cook is playing well too. They said Justin Jefferson playing well. I don't know if you're going with the Vikings too, but I mean, shit, I'm going with the Vikings on this one.
Jeez. I mean, like I honestly to keep the competition going so that we're not getting into any ties, I'll go with the Packers. Um, Aaron Rodgers should be playing in this game, so you'll definitely have him. The only thing that's just really throwing me off is that the game is at home with Minnesota. And again, because they are playing well, they should, feel comfortable at home to play well and defend home field. Um, but I mean, just Aaron Rodgers, man, I feel like he has to come back and make some noise again. After after Jordan Love starting, and kind of crap in the bed a little bit in his first start. Um, Aaron Rodgers is probably like, all right, you know what? This is still my team for sure. These guys are not looking forward. Let me bring it home. Let me take over. Let me right the ship. So it's only gonna feel right if Aaron Rodgers wins and basically is the savior for this week. So I'm gonna go with them. Again, you got Aaron Jones at running back, big time. I mean, these are two good running backs again going against you. You got Dalvin Cook, you got Aaron Jones. Um, so I guess I can't. Like, I don't know. They have a good. There's two good offenses, man. Going against two
Yeah.
good offenses, man. Is honestly it all comes down to the defense and hoping Green Bay's defense can make a little bit more stops than Minnesota's D. Um, I mean, I feel like DB core in Green Bay is pretty good, and again they still have Jair
Alexander,
Alexander.
yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean he's a
I
great
like him.
corner. Um, so hopefully he can shut down the side of the field, and then everyone else just do their part, man. Hoping we'll see.
Yeah. Numbers don't always show the greatest picture, but if they the defensive stats, Green Bay's allowing 3 points less per game than Vikings. No, actually 5 points per game. So they're only allowing 18 points per game. Vikings allowing 23 points per game. So the Packers defense is playing better. Total yards is way less than the Vikings. So the defense is better for the Green Bay right now. So, but on the road though, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's the only thing.
I'm picking Minnesota.
Yeah, good game though. Good game
Yeah,
choice.
it's gonna
So
be.
again,
I might actually watch that game still.
yeah, for sure.
Another
Um,
game.
I'm seeing Saints and Eagles, and I feel like that may be a good game. I don't know. I mean, even if Trevor Simeon is starting for for the Saints, I feel like it'd still be an interesting game. I don't know.
Man, I wish James Winston was playing.
Yeah, it would be more interesting if it was Jameis for sure.
Yeah, is Simeon playing well? Last game, did they? I think they lost last game. Did they? Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Like, Trevor Simeon just doesn't like to me. Doesn't like doesn't like get me excited. But
We
I
could pick
mean,
another game for sure,
let me
and
see how they
maybe
did last game. Did the Saints they lost last game, right? Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, against it, but that was against the Titans though. And Titans, you already know how they do it this year.
Yeah, it was a tight game though. Went down to the wire.
Yeah,
Like
exactly. 23-21.
and this game's at Eagles.
Let's see. Let's see here.
Think about it. Saints have the number one the number one rush defense right now.
Yeah, it's at
Um,
Lincoln Financial in Philly. You said they have the number one what, sorry?
rush defense, the Saints. So I don't know if Jalen Hurts is gonna run wild on them like he's been doing on other teams. Um,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Saints got some guys, yo. They got some guys.
yeah, I think I'm gonna go upset on this one.
So you're gonna say go Saints winning?
Yeah, I think Saints are gonna take this.
Okay. All right, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna go with Philly on this, man. I'm not gonna go against my boy Jalen Hurts here. Um, yeah, that's the thing.
Hmm.
I mean, definitely, the Saints got a great rush defense, but can they defend the dual threat, right? Like, can you like defend the designed runs or the option plays that Philly's gonna throw at you? Because you know basically, with the option against this, it's all about the reads when it comes to, you know, if Jalen's going to hand it off or if he's going to take it himself. It's going to be pretty hard, I feel, to defend that. And then Jalen is getting better in the passing game. I know he's not passing too much, but he is getting better. I feel like he's getting more comfortable within his skin. Again, he's developing great connections with his receivers, Quez Watkins, Devontae Smith. Dallas Goedert is playing really well, man. He's a trusty tight end for sure. Really picked up the slack from, losing Zach Ertz. So yeah, these guys are playing well. And then defense played well last week as well. Philly's defense. I mean, they played lights out against who did they face last week? I'm trying to
They
see
faced the
here.
Broncos. They beat the Broncos last
Yeah,
week.
yeah, exactly. Broncos played lights out against them. I mean, like defense, like they sacked Teddy B like how many times? Um, made big turnovers, key turnovers. Darius Slay picked up a fumble recovery, ran it back for 6. These guys I feel like they're playing motivated, and hopefully they can shut down Trevor Simeon, which shouldn't be a hard thing to do, but apparently it is. Apparently it is because he be playing well. They won against Tampa Bay, close game against Tennessee. It's strange, but I need to watch more of the Saints games on offense just to see, how well Trevor Simeon is really actually playing.
Playing okay. Yeah, but I'm gonna go Saints because I feel like on the road, you lean on your best player right now, which is Alvin Kamara. Michael
Yeah, for
Thomas is
sure.
still Michael Thomas is out for the year. And so I feel like you gotta lean on Kamara in the run game, even the pass game, like they use like Carolina used with McCaffrey. Like it's use Alvin as, a little slot receiver on, option routes coming out
Yeah.
of the backfield. And so yeah, I'm going to Saints. Lean on their running game, lean a lot on Kamara and the running backs. Mark Ingram was back there as well. So lean a lot like they did in before. 1-2 punch, run the ball. Trevor Simmons just needs to game manage the game. I think they have a chance to win this game. I'm gonna go upset on them. And like I said, their defense is playing good against the run. Like I said, I always like their DBs like Marshawn Lattimore. So all they do is have a decent game against Jalen Hurts. Keep him honest. If you stuff him running the ball or them running the ball, then you put your guys back there and you play cover four. You play a lot of coverage, little complicated matches for Jalen Hurts,
Mhm.
and that might do the difference. So I'm going to say on this one. I know everyone's leaning towards the Eagles, but nah.
I hear you. I mean, you bring up some great points with the defense, though, for sure. Because I mean, just like as you said, they got the number one rush defense, and their DB core. I was talking about them like a couple episodes ago. Like their DB core is stacked. Like not just Marshall Lattimore, they still got Malcolm Jenkins. They got Gardner Johnson. They have PJ Williams. They have Marcus Williams as well. Like they have good guys. You know what I'm saying? So um they're pretty stacked. It's definitely, I feel like it's gonna be a toss up, maybe a tighter game. But I'm hoping that Philly can pull through.
That's
Yes.
number two.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All disagreement so far. So we gonna see who gonna win this week for sure.
Yeah, but who won? Last week we only bet on the Monday night game. Who do we go for?
We both went for the Rams though, because we were both just
Oh
giddy about
yeah,
Odell playing. And we're yeah, but we were so wrong. That game was terrible.
bro. They
Yo,
got
I
who they lost to the
the 49ers.
49ers. Yeah, but
Yeah. Jimmy is playing just good, like stable football. Like he ain't throwing it too deep, he's dumping it off. Debo is playing like crazy. You got Kittle, like they pretty good. If Jimmy G is just playing even keel like that, like they gonna win games for sure. Um, and it didn't help that Matthew Stafford just threw so many interceptions, and their receivers didn't want to catch footballs either. I mean, I
yeah.
saw their tight end. I don't know if it was what's his name?
Higby.
Uh yeah, Higby, exactly. That man dropped like how many passes? One went right through his hands, right into Jimmy Ward's hands. Jimmy Ward runs it back for 6. I'm just like I'd be so
Yeah,
upset. Like, like what can you do? Honestly, like as a quarterback, I mean, like some interceptions are your fault for sure, but that interception is not his fault at all. And it's just so unfortunate. Like you gotta catch the ball, receivers. Come on now.
yeah. He threw 2 picks, 1 TD. Jimmy G, 182 yards, 15 for 19. So they ran the ball a lot.
Yeah, they ran it. They ran
Mitchell
it.
had a great game. Elijah Mitchell in the backfield, 27
Mm,
carries. So they ran the ball. Jimmy G, like you say, still coming back trying to get healthy, but they had a great game plan. So he
yeah, for
played a
sure.
decent game.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Cooper Cup, he did his thing, 11 catches, 122 yards. He's gonna get the ball. He's gonna get his stats.
He's gonna get his numbers for sure. He's gonna get his numbers.
Yeah, that was from the jump. I was like, okay, like we lost this.
Yeah. And then you didn't get to see Odell a lot because they were trying to do a lot of hurry up because Los Angeles got down pretty early. So because Odell don't know the playbook like that, he couldn't be on the field for, all that no huddle hurry up offense that was run for, for the majority of the latter part of the game. So it, Odell, I believe, only got like 2 catches.
Yeah, 18 yards. Was targeted 3 times, so he wasn't targeted that much.
Mhm.
He said like he's not a big focal point in the offense last week because he just got
Yeah,
there. But
exactly.
this week, hopefully, he's a bigger focal point. Like he needs more than 3 targets. Like Stafford targeted Cooper Cup 13 times. Like that's definitely his go-to guy. But
But he needs
after
other
that,
guys.
yeah,
Yeah. Because Van Jefferson, like, I'm just thinking, like, Van Jefferson's another guy that be dropping footballs like left, right, and center. That man dropped a touchdown in the game.
oh yeah,
I'm
I
just
seen
like,
that.
yo, why did they keep him and kick out Deshaun Jackson? That's what I want to know. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense to me. They kicked out Deshaun Jackson because they saw an emergence in Van Jefferson. Now Van Jefferson dropping balls left, right, and center. You know what I'm saying? Like
It doesn't make sense.
y'all made the wrong decision, it seems.
I think what's
That's
going.
why. Mhm.
I think what's going with Deshaun is that like it's always like it's a business decision. Meaning like looking at how much they're paying him, how much production they're getting from him, the age and everything. So looking at Van Jefferson, he's younger. We're not
Yeah.
paying him as much. I feel like to be honest, Deshaun Jackson was just like a cap decision. Like I don't think they really want to get rid of him, but they weren't really using him that much, and
Mhm.
they're paying him a lot. So
That definitely makes sense. You right. You right.
yeah,
You right.
it sucks to come down to like
It
business
just
also.
sucks though. Yeah, it just sucks because Van Jefferson, that like the production could be more if he was catching the ball. I'd be like, I understand. I'd understand for sure. The business and the play, it all ties up together. I understand. But this man is dropping the football. Like that's not what you're paid to do. Even though we not pay you that much money, you dropping the football. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but it's weird how like a lot of teams see Deshaun Jackson now. It's kind of like not a gadget player, but like a one-trick pony. Like even with
yeah.
like right now, he's with the LA Raiders, and he's demanding them to have a bigger role. Like he's saying, like, give me a bigger role, target me more. I'm like, why are teams like, why are QBs not targeting him? Why he's not a focal point? I think like they see him as just a guy that can take the top off the defense,
Yeah.
but they don't see him as a guy that can maybe run the dig route, run the slant route, run
Mhm.
the comeback route, those little shorter routes. They're only looking at him at one or two plays per game where, if he's one on one on this matchup, that's when we'll look for him. But if
Mhm.
it's not, they're not going to target him. So it's kind of weird how
Yeah.
like both back to back teams like doesn't have a big role. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. It's ridiculous that they think that, because I mean, Deshaun Jackson's been doing that for years. I mean,
Mm.
he can't he's not just a I can run past it. Like, he can run all the routes in the route tree. You seen it in Tampa Bay. You saw it in Washington. I know those was his younger days, but why would he lose that? You know what I'm saying? Why would he lose that and still have the speed to take the top off of defense at his age? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't correlate, it doesn't make sense. So give the man the ball, bro. Don't just target him for your deep shots, man. He's not just a shot play guy. Give him the ball and come back, like you said. Give him the ball in a curl pattern. Give him a little screen, man. Get the ball in his hands, bro. Sure, he can make a little bit of moves, get you a couple first downs. Come on now, let's do
Yeah.
this.
Surprise too is like they lost Henry Ruggs, and so I thought that'd be a good who just fill in that slot that Ruggs was gonna do. And Ruggs was getting they were giving multiples of passes. Like I said, he ran the entire route tree. They gave him the ball on a bunch of different routes. So I thought he was just gonna fill into that slot, but it looks like they're taking their time with him as well. So hopefully we can start seeing him break out more. Because I want to see him back to where he was, like you said, when he was in Philly and he was super explosive, not just the go route but on all routes. But yeah, hopefully he can play well with the Raiders this week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope so too. So, are you trying to pick Bengals and Raiders then for oh, sorry, am I looking at the wrong? Oh no, I'm in the right week. Yeah, Bengals and Raiders. You want to pick that game?
Yeah, man, that's a good. That's a
I
good game. It's a few good
I feel
games.
like it's a decent game for sure. That's a pretty good game for the competition.
Ooh, who's playing better? QBs. Burrow's playing a little better. Derek Carr's starting to tail off. You know how we were saying he was the
Yeah,
MVP candidate the first like 3-4 games. He's
yeah.
starting to tail off a bit. Obviously, not all his fault. Like his main playmaker Ruggs came out. A lot of the controversy they've been going with the entire year, but he's kind of tailed
Mm-hmm.
off a little bit.
Yeah, they've had a lot of adversity this season, man. It's a surprise that they're still, above 500. Usually some teams would just be tanking. They wouldn't be able to take all the distractions that are been occurring. But this team is, I mean, they didn't really play too well last week. I believe Derek Carr threw a couple interceptions. There was a couple, again, just some turnovers against I forget exactly. Oh, it was against Kansas City, I believe, that they faced, right?
Last week, yeah, last week they
Yeah,
lost.
was it?
They
Yeah,
lost
they
to the
lost
Kansas City,
41 to
14.
14.
Yeah, they got
Yeah,
slapped.
so yeah, it wasn't looking too good.
Yeah, they got slapped, man.
Um, but I'm hoping that they can bounce back, maybe against the Bengals. You never know. I mean, Joe Burrow is playing very well, but I want to see Vegas get it done. Derek Carr, like, I kind of like Derek Carr, you know what I'm saying? Um, Even though sometimes I would be forgetting about him early in the season, when it came to MVP talks, but I kind of like him, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he's just a really underrated quarterback. Hopefully they minimize the turnovers. Give the ball to Josh Jacobs. I believe Josh Jacobs is healthy, right?
Yeah, he's playing right now.
Yeah, so give the ball to him. You got Darren Waller, Hunter Renfro. I mean, third in Renfro. He's a trusty guy. Give the ball more to Deshaun Jackson. And then hopefully their defense can hold up a little bit. I mean, I know they lost also. We didn't talk about it, but they lost Damon Arnett, which was one of their corners, because that dude seems to be a bod boy.
Oh yeah,
That
I
man
seen
was
that.
threatening. He was threatening to kill some dudes.
And they cut him, right?
Yeah,
They
they
released
cut
it.
him. Yeah,
That
they
was
released.
under the radar too. And I think I read something that said they ever since they drafted him out of Ohio State, I think they knew he had issues. Ever since
Mm,
they said they've been trying to get him help. off the field in terms of, I guess, counseling or therapy, or try to help him out like with some of his behavior issues. And they said like he just hasn't been receptive to those measures in terms of help. And so and
Jeez.
then this, I'm like, I think he was on IR when he did that too. He wasn't even healthy, I don't think.
Oh, you okay?
So yeah, that was crazy. Like he had a good talent, like at
Yeah,
Ohio State, like
yeah, he was a good corner for sure. But yeah, sometimes you can't take, the gangster out of the youth, you know what I'm saying?
but the Raiders is historically they like those like bad type players because I think they can like change them. Like
Yeah,
look back in the early 2000s, they were the team that a lot of players went to that you know oh, if you went there it's because you're bad, you did bad
yeah,
things, and they fed off that.
yeah. They were
Um,
the bad boy Raiders for sure.
definitely Al Davis. Yeah, they love like fast guys, and they love guys with a bad reputation.
Hmm.
Oh man, yeah, man.
Yeah,
But yeah, if we're going with the Raiders on that one.
yeah. I'm gonna go with the Raiders. And where's the game? It's at Allegiant Stadium, so it's in Las Vegas. So yeah, let's go with the home team, man. Let's go with the home team.
I'm gonna go with the who dat dog. Who dat? The Bengals.
I knew you would.
Chase, Joe Burrow. I mean, Chase is playing really well this year too, and so
He is.
I think Joe Burrow is playing consistent. Like I said, I think right now he's playing more consistent than Derek Carr up to this point. So I'm going with Joe Burrow to pull off the victory on the road. Like I said, the Bengals. Like I said, I think they're both teams that are fighting for the playoffs. I think the Raiders have a tougher time. Like they have a tougher. I mean, both teams have a tough division. Like the Bengals have to deal with the Steelers, but also on the side of the Raiders have to deal with the Chiefs and deal with the Chargers. And so I think those teams
Mm,
will beat each other up towards the end of the season. So I give the Bengals a better chance to make the playoffs. Um, but yeah, I think Joe Burrow, they're gonna play a good game on offense. Like I said, if you run the ball more this game since you're on the road, Raiders is kind of a tough place to play now with the new stadium. But I think you run the ball, Joe Burrow hits the top off the defense to Jamar Chase, and they have that good balance. I think they take the game. So I'm going with the Bengals in this one.
mm. Yeah, we'll just have to see, man. Because I mean, your points are definitely valid. I mean, Joe Burrow is playing some great football, and I'm scared of Jamar Chase, man. I'm scared of him, bro. Like the man has 835 yards already within the season.
And who's
No,
gonna guard him? So I'm saying, who's gonna guard him?
I honestly I don't even know. I'm like the corners on Las Vegas is like they're escaping me, so I don't even know.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a good game. It might be a shootout. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, they play a 4-3-D. Yeah, they have Casey Hayward at one corner. The other corner is Nate Hobbs.
Oh,
They have
Casey Hayward is nice.
Trufant, Desmond Trufant in the slot. Um,
Wow. They actually have dudes though. They actually have cats. Like they should be able to. I mean, I don't know. Casey Hayward against Jamar Chase. You don't know. I don't know. I mean, Casey Hayward is good, but like I don't know if Casey Hayward is gonna be following Jamar Chase all around the field.
I think
I don't think they play that type of true man to man like you know.
I think they will because if he's on the other side, Nate Hobbs, he's not really like a well known corner. I'm not sure how well he's playing this year, but if they see him on Hobbs, they're gonna go after him. So I think he should follow him, or if he doesn't have Trufant guard him a lot too.
Mm,
Um, but yeah, I think it's like you said, like he definitely. I think Jamar Chase gonna get his numbers this game.
yeah, he might. Scary, but we'll see, man. I'm gonna stick with him. I'm gonna stick beside him.
So that's 3 games right there.
Yes.
See, is there any more good games? Steelers Chargers. It's a decent game.
I mean, yeah, I guess because wow, their records are very similar. And who would have thought? Because I thought Chargers are gonna be again above the middle of the pack type teams because I just had so much faith in Justin Herbert, and I'm like, yo, this dude is playing some crazy football. But he's kind of again regressed a little bit. You know,
He's struggling a little bit.
yeah, it's not
The,
completely getting it going.
the
Not
numbers
completely.
aren't bad, but I mean, expectations, were sky high for him. He's
Hmm.
kind of having a sophomore slump. I think he has 19 TDs, seven INTs. So that's not
Yeah,
bad. That's not bad at all. But it's just
it's
like
not bad.
everyone thought he was gonna be like gunning for MVP. Everyone was comparing him to Patrick Mahomes, and
Hmm.
this is like everyone's relax, slow down. He's still young. He has to go through his growing pains. You know what I mean? So 100%. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
for that game right there. Ooh, Steelers Chargers must win game. Steelers are coming off a tie with the. You saw that game with the Lions. I was like, oh my god. But Lions, they to be honest, to
bruh.
their credit, they play hard every single week, even if they might lose. So they're not a team like how my Jets would just like get blown out by 40 points.
Yeah, yeah.
The Lions they actually battle. I think their coach he cried after one loss. Like that's how much he wants to win. So
Yeah, I can give them that. Yo, their coach is passionate, man, for sure. Like they need to win. They need to win a game for that man right there.
yeah, because they're 0-8 right now, so they gotta
Yeah,
win. They don't want to go like 0-15.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, crazy. But yeah, this one, ooh, I like the man. I can't believe they tied the lines, but man, I hate to go against Herbert again, but I think he still go through a little bit of that sophomore slump.
so you
I'm
like Pittsburgh in this, huh?
like Pittsburgh on the road, bro. Roethlisberger is playing. I
Yeah, Roethlisberger is playing like some real managing, like game managing football. Like
Yeah, he's
that
way
dude.
past his prime.
Yeah, like they need to find a successor over there because I mean, they ain't gonna be winning no meaningful games with Ben Roethlisberger. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
But he didn't play last week, right? They had Mason Rudolph play, right?
Did they? I honestly have no clue.
Yeah, it was Mason Rudolph. But I'm surprised. Like, why are they starting Mason Rudolph over Dwayne Haskins? I just don't understand that. Like,
I
is
thought,
Haskins still there? I thought he's
yeah,
still
I
there.
swear he is. And I thought Dwayne Haskins was doing well within the preseason and they had high expectations actually for him.
But they started when Roethlisberger's injured. They start Rudolph.
That's so weird.
I'm telling you, he played. I think Rudolph played last game. Roethlisberger didn't play last game. He's supposed to play this game. Like, yeah, like I'm like, I want to see Dwayne Haskins play. Like, we've already seen Mason Rudolph in the past. He's played last year. He played the year before. Whenever Roethlisberger's been out, it's been Mason Rudolph. I don't really see anything like.
He a backup, you know. He's
Yeah,
just straight
I want to see how
certified backup.
Dwayne Haskins play. Like, is he developing? Like, is he getting better? Like, I want to see that. I want to see how he's playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Steelers. If Roethlisberger's playing, I'm gonna go Steelers. Yeah, they're game managing the ball. Najee Harris is playing pretty decent.
Yeah,
Um,
Najee is a real just he's really like displaying an emergence. Um Man, Alabama, the water is also different in Alabama too, man. LSU, Alabama, those dudes are always ballers.
yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go Pittsburgh on
Um
this one. I think
I'm a
they have to win. This is a must-win game for them to keep the momentum going, especially coming off last week because a tie is almost like a loss. So I think they need to win this game. So I'm gonna go Steelers on this one.
mhm. Well, I'm thinking because LA didn't win their game last week either, so it has to be a must win for them because they lost against the Vikings last week.
Mm.
So I'm thinking Justin Herbert is going to show some because again, earlier within the season, Justin Herbert wasn't showing any signs of a sophomore slump. So maybe he can get back to that. Maybe, hopefully, I'm praying because I'm picking the Chargers this week, bro. Let's go. Let's get it. Um, hoping that, I just feel like I don't know what it is. Maybe it's not them not having the biggest threat of a run game. I mean, Austin Eckler is a good player, but he's like used like on the outside, like getting him like screens, getting him like passes out the backfield, things like that. That's what I noticed more about him. So maybe if they can, I don't know, hopefully get him the ball between the tackles more, and maybe if they're more effective in that way, um, they'll be good. Again, you always have your weapons, or you have Keenan Allen. You have Mike Williams. You have Jared Cook at tight end. These are all cats, right? They have Guyton. Like they have depth at wide receiver. They have again a good tight end, good starting tight end, good caliber tight end. So I'm just thinking, just with weapons around Justin Herbert, man, just hopefully O-line gives him some time and he's able to get the ball to his weapons and they make some big plays because again, early within the season, they were throwing the ball deep like it was like it was out of style. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they can get back to that. I don't know about I mean, is Minka Fitzpatrick playing for the Steelers or is he hurt?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I was gonna ask you. I said like, why did Chargers get rid of Melvin Gordon? I felt that would come a good one to punch. That's probably a business decision because I think he wanted
Yeah.
a lot of money at the time. But like you said, like Eckler, I don't think he's an every down back. Well, if he is, he's in the slot though. But I mean, like
Mm-hmm.
they didn't that Burnett that could tote the ball, and so I'm surprised that like I know Melvin Gordon's on. I think he's on the Broncos right now, but
Yeah, he
um,
is.
yeah, like I feel like he was a good fit for the team. Like meaning like the style of play with they're young QB, you run the ball, you have still have Austin Eckler. They have a 2-back system. Obviously, money plays into everything, but yeah, I think Melvin Gordon was actually like the fit that they actually needed when they had him.
Yeah, I hear you. He's a more every down back. So it would have been nice if they still had him, but unfortunately not. So Steelers don't have Minka Fitzpatrick. So again, the like
Or
just
what?
so his presence within the deep middle of the field at playing free safety, he's a dangerous ball hawk. So them like the Steelers not having them, hopefully Justin can have his shots down the field. Maybe switch the safety's path with his eyes. Maybe fool them a little bit and throw the ball deep, yo. So yeah, hoping that happens. And
Mm,
they also don't have TJ Watt either. Steelers,
yeah, or
yeah,
Joe
TJ Watt is out,
or Joe
or
Hayden.
Joe Hayden, exactly.
Yeah, I
So
feel like I should switch
these
my
are
pick, dog.
these are key guys. Nah, you made your pick, bro. You made your pick. So
Dog,
Chargers, let's get it.
dog,
Let's
the
get
whole
it.
defense is out, dog. Just gotta keep the game close, bro. I think they just manage the clock, run the ball with Najee Harris. Rossberger, like we said, he's not in his prime, man. He's not. He's not gonna put up big numbers like you said. Like they need to find his successor. This year's draft, they said there's all the QBs are poo poo. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what they've been saying. They've been saying. They say this draft is the weakest class, but they say that sometimes, and
For
then
quarterbacks.
one QB turns out to be really good. Like like so. I don't know who the best QB are right now. I think they said right now it's the guy out of Cincinnati. I don't know. But
Mm,
yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I'm making me hesitate, but I'm gonna stick with the Steelers on that one.
yes, sir. I feel I have a good spirits today. I feel like I'm gonna get a W. I feel like I'm gonna get a W this week, man.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see,
Yeah,
guys.
rubbing hands like Birdman right now, because I'm feeling like I'm gonna get a W. So how many games did we make predictions on so
That's
far?
four. So we got
Oh,
one
that's
more.
four. Okay, cool,
Oh, the
cool,
big one,
cool.
Cowboys Chiefs.
Ooh, yeah, but
That's a
I
game of
feel
the
I
week.
feel like I feel like I we would pick the same pick though.
Who you going for in this one?
I'd go for the Cowboys.
I go for the Cowboys too.
Yes.
But
Unfortunately, I don't think we can
but
use that.
they lost last week though.
The Cowboys,
They lost last week, and the Chiefs won.
did they?
Let me check. Maybe the week before that, but
No, Cowboys won last week. They won against Falcons. Slap up with the Falcons too. 43-3.
yeah. Ooh,
Yo, yo, Falcons are so trash, bro. I don't even understand
bro,
how they won games this year, bro. Did
the
you see how?
inconsistent.
Yeah, it's inconsistency. Did you see the game? Who is it against that they played? It was Thursday Night Football. Who did they play against?
It was the Cowboys who got slapped, and then the week before they got slapped by another team. Was it the?
I'm talking about Falcons against the Patriots. That happened just this
Oh
Thursday.
yeah. Oh, this Thursday. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that was slap. They
yeah.
didn't score a point, did they? What score? 25
No, they
nothing.
did. Yeah, exactly, bro.
Bro.
all of the quarterbacks threw a pick in that game. Hilarious. Like how does that happen, bro? They put it, Matt Ryan throws a pick, or it throws two, I believe. Then they put in Josh Rosen, throws a pick the first play he's in. Then they put Felipe Franks, whatever that dude's name is, third string quarterback, throws a pick. Like, it's over. Yo, that was such a funny game to me, bro.
Yeah, like
Such a funny game.
Mac Jones didn't play that well. Like the Patriots, they're not playing like amazing. It's just like defensively, yes, they had a great defensive game, great game plan. Like you said, like made a lot of plays in terms of their defense, making them make the QBs make mistakes. But yeah, like they're just playing trash these last two games. Like their coach, I'm not saying he's on the hot seat, but like you can't be getting like slapped by like not even score points. Like you score 3 points against the Cowboys, come back on a short week, score 0 points. It's like, who's the offensive coordinator? Who's calling the plays, bro? Like this is looking real bad right now.
Yeah, facts.
But yeah, that game was. I saw the score and I was like, bro, I ain't to watch the slap, bro.
Yo, I watched the whole game and it was getting boring to a point, but I just found it funny that each quarterback threw a pick on the Atlanta roster. Like, that's actually hilarious to me. Yeah, their defense is on point, man. Honestly, they don't need Mac Jones to do too much, man. He just got to throw. Like, he don't have to throw for 200 yards and win a game, bro. Like, that's literally it with him. Like, it's game managing, making the right decisions, getting the ball into the right people's hands. I'm seeing, the receiving core, like people like Kendrick Bourne is emerging, or just being reliable. They got Nelson Aguilar too. They got guys, N'Keal Harry. I mean,
it's crazy
Jacoby
how his style is so much like Brady though. You see the way he
in the
pocket, like boom, 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 like even the interception to like AJ Terrell. If you saw that was a really good play by AJ Terrell. Like he's super like look left, look right, boom, like kind of like Brady. Like he didn't even like try to look off the safety. But like you could tell like he's super Brady like in the pocket. Like like he said, like he's gonna have mistakes like he threw that pick. But you look at his read, like he made it right based on how he's coached. He made the right read, but AJ Terrell just made a better.
Made a great play. Yeah, he really did.
Yeah, super.
That was AJ Terrell's like first interception of the season, though. He's ultimately been playing well from what I heard. Like I think they have like quarterbacks have the worst completion percentage when going or when making a throw against AJ Terrell. So AJ Terrell is one of the bright spots on Atlanta. Everyone just needs to catch up to him because everyone else seems to be trash. You know what I'm saying?
They need to start playing on his level because, like you said, like I said, the thing about like a lot of viewers listening, the thing about football is that despite how well you're playing individually, it's 12 guys or about 11 guys on the field in the NFL. That's different in Canada. We have 12 guys, but NFL, 11 guys on the field. And unfortunately, you have to have all 11 guys playing well, or if some guys are not playing well, the other guys are, picking up for them. But you can't have too many holes or too many weak spots in those 11 players. So, that's the way football is. Like, you can have one player playing well, but then the other 10 guys aren't playing well. So, like, your team's getting slapped, but it's like, then they're like, I did my thing. I did my job. But y'all played weak. So, that's why football is complete team sport.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not
facts.
It's not the NBA where you like have like LeBron James and he can like take over a game and change the whole culture,
the whole dynamic of the game.
Yeah,
you're so right, bro. That's the biggest point, bro. Like, honestly, our viewers really need to know that. So listen to that. If y'all need to, we need to make a clip of just that statement that you made there, Denver.
Exactly.
Like, facts. Like, I'm telling you, football is the biggest team sport, bro. It's just so many working pieces have to be together, working again together cohesively to, be effective. You can't just be a great individual and everyone else around you is poo. Like, y'all be trash together. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may be doing your thing, but y'all need everyone else to be doing their thing. And about football, you also need to know what everyone else is doing around the field too. It's really just,
it's more complex than people think it is. Like, it's
exactly.
It's a kid's game, but like at the highest level, there's so much there's so much different dynamics, intricacies that like play a part in football. Like for example, we can give a quick example, like defensive line. If they don't get pressure on the QB, like to
He's
be
having
honest,
a field day.
like DBs, yeah, we can cover, but you can only cover for so long. You can't cover a guy
Exactly.
for 12, 15 seconds. If you're sitting like Brady in the pocket, he's just sitting there like he's taking like a, having a drink and having like a, like just having a good time out there, just sitting in the pocket. Like you need pressure on the QB. If not, your DB is gonna get picked apart. I don't care how good of a man-to-man defender you are. If a guy is running 2-3 routes in one play, bro, like it's hard to cover, And so
Yep.
you need linebackers to play well against the run and the pass. A lot of times teams take advantage of linebackers that can't coverage. So it leaves the middle of the field wide open because you put your running back in a little option route, you have a slot back, and the outside linebacker has to guard the slot. It's a mismatch.
Exactly.
So like it's just so much different. It's just different than just looking at the stats.
Way
like,
different than any other sport, man.
It's just like there's so much moving parts. That's what we're saying. Like with AJ Terrell, he's playing well, but like he needs other guys to play well around him. And so that's the way football is. It's a really tough sport.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, sir.
You're a little football 101 right there,
Exactly. Like we just spreading the knowledge, man. I hope our viewers are really just taking in, like, yo, these are major keys right here. Like,
yeah, we should honestly drop more gems, So
yeah,
like
facts.
more intel on football because obviously we can just watch the games and see how players are playing. We can actually kind of also give a little bit of background on why certain players play a certain way, why certain players look good. Like for example, like the Rams, you look at Jalen Ramsey, like he's a really good corner.
Yo,
but if Aaron Donald and Von Miller ain't getting pressure on the QB,
if there's no pressure, he's not gonna be Jalen Ramsey.
He needs that. He puts pressure. He knows like if Aaron Donald puts pressure, and I see this guy's gonna run an out route, for example, I know I can
jump on it.
I can jump on that route because Aaron Donald's in this man's face. He gets pressure. I make a calculated read. I jump that. I get a big play.
Exactly.
Now, if there's no pressure and the guy is running a double route, triple route, especially against a speed guy,
he's burning you.
A Jamar Chase or we give any top receiver that's playing right now, it's gonna be a hard route to cover. So, just a little gems of football 101.
Yeah, man.
Right now.
You already know. More breakdowns to come. I'm telling you, we just gonna share it. We're gonna spread the knowledge, man. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna spread the knowledge.
Yeah, but going back to the game, I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm gonna go Chiefs.
Jeez, really? So you're switching up. I thought we were both on the same page with the Cowboys, bro.
Yeah, I changed my mind. Tyreek Hill, they played well last week. Mahomes, I think he's getting the groove back. Not as much as he was in his MVP form, but I'm gonna go.
You think
Chiefs.
he got his swagger back?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Chiefs, man. Mahomes got that swagger back. I think he's starting to get it back. He's starting to, get more comfortable in the pocket, getting the ball out quicker with his reads. If Tyreek Hill's not open, he knows where to go. Travis Kelce's not open, he's nowhere to go. Throw the ball away. Just keep playing with that same rhythm. I'm going Chiefs on this one.
I feel you. I mean, Chiefs, man, I just like they may have had a nice little comeback win, but I just don't have faith in Patrick Mahomes like that. I'm telling you, the Madden curse is caught up to him, bro. I'm sorry, but you're not gonna be playing good this year. Y'all not gonna be a playoff team this year. Like we
so?
gonna.
Bro, I would take that. I
mean, they probably okay. Let me take that back. They might make it to the wild card. All right, like to the wild card playoffs. So they'll get into the playoffs, but they're not going to be like a one of the top seeded teams. Like with like a bye week, like they usually are. You know what I'm saying? They gonna have to fight to get far into the playoffs. That's for sure. Dak Prescott though for the Cowboys is playing excellent. Like that dude is should be comeback player of the year, because we're forgetting last year he got hurt, had a gruesome injury.
Yeah, he's
right?
having a great year.
So just him, being able to do the things that he's doing is amazing. And then he got Zeke, he got Tony Pollard. CeeDee Lamb is just, that dude is disgusting. Like like Oklahoma is also trying to make a case of, making, just developing wide receivers because they got CD, Marquise Hollywood Brown, they got
Yeah.
some cats that come out of Oklahoma for sure. But CD is really just making statements, tried to make his case as a wide receiver one, even though they still have Amari Cooper. So I mean, it's the two of them. They're basically 1A, 1B, just dangerous targets. And defensive side, oh my gosh, Micah Parsons, that dude is relentless. Like, yo, that dude is gonna make Patrick Mahomes' day a terrible day. Like, he's gonna ruin his day, bro. I swear. Like, and then when you got that pressure, again, all moving pieces, they gotta work together, right? You got Trayvon Diggs, bro, pick leader in the NFL right now, interception leader. Why is that? Why is he getting so much picks? First of all, it's like you said, you dropped that gem earlier. The defense, the rush, man, they're getting pressure on the quarterback. And Trayvon Diggs is lucky to have played wide receiver throughout his span of his career, and he has pretty good hands. So the ball's coming his way, he gonna catch it. So he's going. I feel like he's gonna get interception number 9 because I believe that he has 8 so far, right? He's gonna get interception number 9 in this game. Let's go. Dallas Cowboys all day. Their team is just complete, man. Their team is complete. With KC, even though their defense played decent against Vegas last week, I don't know how consistent they will be. Again, we've always talked about them being suspect. I don't think they're gonna play that well against my boy Dax. Let's go. Dallas all day. You made the wrong choice, Denver. I'm gonna W this week, man. Come on now.
Two things. Mark Cooper is
Rubbing.
out and Tyron Smith is out. So Tyron
Oh
Smith
shoot, Amari's out.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
you're right.
So I think they're gonna
CD's taking up the slack. Come on now. And they have Gallup. Come on now.
I think they're gonna put a man over top of CeeDee Lamb, and I said they give him tight coverage. Their bookend Tyron Smith is questionable. If he doesn't play that, the defensive line is gonna put a lot of pressure on Dak, and so yeah, I mean, I still go with Chiefs on this one. I like the points you made about Trayvon Diggs. It's always good, Another reason why corners that play receiver are so good for our viewers is that you also understand the route tree. You kind of understand how the receiver's hips are gonna move because you were a receiver. You understand what are some tells that some receivers do because you were a receiver. So you know how they want to set up routes and how they want to set up different moves. And so and then that's another reason why it makes him so good. But yeah, he's playing pretty well. But I'm still going with the Chiefs on this one. But Patrick Mahomes is gonna show everyone who Patrick Mahomes is. He's back. Like Cam said, I'm back.
Yeah, only Cam can say that. Patrick, nah. Sorry, Patrick. You don't have that swag like that. I'm sorry.
I think he's gonna play pretty well though. So I'm gonna give it to the Chiefs on this one.
All right, we'll see.
So that's our 5th pick.
I'm interested. I'm interested to see how this week's gonna progress, man. I'm excited to watch the games this afternoon, this evening.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna put it out so you guys can make your predictions. You guys want to use our predictions and do that on your bets, you can do that. Don't blame us if you lose.
Yeah, but yeah, we are not liable.
And so get this out to you guys as soon as we're done. But yeah, that's our 5th pick, 5 for 5. Anything you want to talk about?
I mean, I want to quickly touch on the NBA, man. I've just been noticing, Lakers are just a disappointment, man. You seen the game against Boston? I was like,
I seen the memes. Everyone's like, when Dennis Schroeder, he actually lit them up. And
yeah.
The meme said like, y'all paying Russ $44 million, like saying that they should have paid him $44 million. But yeah,
Dennis didn't deserve that money. I mean, he was good. Like, I'm just saying, the money that they were offering him before is way more than he's getting in Boston right now anyway. So he should have just stuck with the deal that he was getting. But I mean, I guess it's cool. You got your revenge game. The thing with LA is, their defense is just so disgusting. Like, and not disgusting in a good way. I mean, like, they're just not, they refuse to play defense. That's just the simple fact of it, is what I feel. They refuse to play good defense. And that's what's really sussing them, because these guys get up early. They get things rolling early. Then the next team, whoever they face, they get on a run somewhere within the third quarter to the fourth quarter, and then you lose. Like, that's just, it's terrible. And then also Russ turning over the ball is not helping either. Come on, yo, it's not a good situation, man. It's
Yeah.
frustrating. It's
Thing is, like,
frustrating.
I want to preach patience though. Like, remember we talked about it, they're gonna struggle, fam. Westbrook is hard to play. Not hard to play with, but it brings a way different dynamic, bro. It's not like, shorter. What I mean, he knows when, let LeBron do his thing. Like I said, Westbrook, he's an alpha. You have three
Mm-hmm.
alphas. You have Westbrook alpha,
Mm-hmm.
LeBron alpha,
AD alpha.
AD alpha. But LeBron is kind of like a point forward. So he knows how to pick his spots. He knows when to get AD involved. He knows when to take a break. But then on the other end, now you have a third alpha. You have Westbrook, and Westbrook wants his point, wants to do his thing. So, and it doesn't help that he's not really a 3-point sniper.
Mm-mm.
Um, I think he's struggling from three. He's 1 for 4 from three in the game against Boston.
He's never been a good 3-point shooter. It's just never gotten better for him.
The thing about, you have on the starting lineup against Boston, they had Avery Bradley. I mean, he's a decent 3-point shooter, 2 for 2. But you have Taylor Horton Tucker, and so you kind of have guys that aren't really consistent from three, like Westbrook, Bradley, Horton Tucker. Yeah, they can make a few threes, but are they snipers? Or are they guys you have to help at all costs on the 3-point
Mm-mm.
line? Are they gonna burn you? Nah. So they don't really have
Yeah.
a 3-point shooter
Yeah,
in
they
their
need like
lineup.
a real sniper, like a real catch and shoot guy. Like Melo's becoming that guy, but like they need like more shooters around. Like Horton Tucker, what I noticed is that boy's just a scorer. He's just a baller. Like he will definitely get you a bucket for sure, but he's not the type of, I don't feel like he's a catch and shoot type of guy. Like he needs the ball in his hand a little bit to create something, and he'll get a bucket for you. But that's him. Like, and then Avery Bradley, I feel like he can be
He's
a
like a
catch and
he's like a,
shoot guy.
he's like a 3 and
Yeah,
D
he's like
guy,
a 3 and D guy. So
but
he can.
he's not like a like, yeah, if he's in the corner and he's gonna make the shot, but like he's not a guy that, like, I don't know, like he isn't threatening that much from three. So I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, that's what they needed, yo. Like, uh, apparently when they were looking at, potential suitors, before they got Russell, they were looking at my man from Sacramento. What's his name again?
Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield, exactly. So if they had Buddy Hield, that, like, the team, I feel like they definitely would have had a better start than what they've currently endured within throughout the season.
Yeah,
I mean, Buddy Hield is just a crazy 3-point marksman, like,
yeah, they
and that's shooting that they desperately need.
yeah, because right now the best shooters, like you said, is Carmelo and maybe Malik Monk as well off the bench, but like they're both off the bench. They don't have a guy in their starting fives. Like, but like the thing is, like, when the game gets tight, you got to keep Carmelo in the game with AD, LeBron, and Westbrook. You got to keep 4 guys that need their shots. And then, like,
Yeah.
it's Carmelo at this point in his career. He's more of like he's like a 6 man, but he's playing really well. Like I said, he was 3 for 4 in that game, so he's probably shooting the best right now in terms of from three. But
Yeah.
the problem is when the game gets tight in the fourth quarter, you're not leaving Carmelo in that game with with Russ, or if you do, maybe you take Russ out. I don't know. Like, what do you do in the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
that's the thing. Russ wants his minutes. Like, I know, like, I've been watching a lot of First Take and whatnot, and they just be talking about scenarios where it's like, okay, it's fourth quarter, and maybe you need the game winning shot. Like, so it's a couple seconds within the fourth quarter left. Are you going to take Russ out? Because Russ is not going to provide any type of shooting for you. Are you going to take Russ out? Even though Russ, ideally, with his ego, he wants to be on the floor at that point. Because it's egos that you have to deal with.
Yeah.
A lot of egos that you have to manage specifically on this LA team. But Russ is not going to do you no good because he can't shoot. So it's going to be hard to maneuver. I feel like he definitely needs to be off the court in those key situations, just to create that, that element of shooting. Um, but it's like, will his ego allow it? It's just like you'll have like a disgruntled, like mean face Russ on the sideline, and that's gonna mess with people because you already know how Russ is. So it's just a difficult situation, It's a difficult situation.
The next game they play, I think it's today. They play Detroit. They should win that game. There's a few winnable games in their schedule that, to be honest, once LeBron, Boston was his first game back, so he played okay. But I think like as he gets healthier, hopefully they start playing better. I think that'll quiet the noise a bit. But in terms of like you said in the playoffs, like everyone's playing the Warriors. Even I'm like, man, the Warriors are playing that good. Wiggins is playing
Mm-hmm.
really good. They have this
Mm-hmm.
some players that are developing like Jordan Poole and Muscala and Damian Lee. And they also have the main guys. They had Draymond Green and Steph Curry playing. Everyone knows how Steph Curry's playing right now. He's MVP so far.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, and Clay's about to come back. It's like that might mess with the
They
chemistry, but
gonna
like
be no,
they're
it's
gonna
gonna be
be
dangerous.
they're gonna be crazy. It's like who thought that the Warriors would be like this point, like on top like that? And
Who
so
would have known?
they're dangerous, bro. So I don't know
Yeah, I
who
agree with you.
you think. Do you have Steph win MVP right now so far early in the
Oh,
season?
for sure. No question about it. Steph for MVP this year, bro. And I've been hearing a lot just from talking to a lot of other people, like, what their finals predictions are. What I'm hearing, what a common finals prediction is going to be, is Golden State and Chicago. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I like that. Like Chicago, like I said, we talked about it before the season started. Like their lineup is crazy. Caruso,
Yep.
Lonzo Ball, the additions that they added. DeMar
Hmm.
DeRozan, he's rejuvenated. And so like you said, he was on the Spurs, but the Spurs he was
He
alright.
was a little quiet. I mean, he was good. He was still putting up, his numbers, but he was a little quiet in San Antonio.
Yeah, and he didn't even have a lot of guys around him, like great players. Like I know they paired him a lot with Rudy Gay, but I don't think that was a good I don't think that's gonna help him in terms of him offensively, picking spots and whatnot. Because with Chicago, like I said, like he has other playmakers around him, so he he's one on one with a lot of players that he can just cook. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So it gives him a lot of more offensive opportunities, and so yeah, their lineup is sick. Like Zach Levine as well. We've mentioned as well. They have Vucevic, so they have guys like
Vucevic.
they can take days off and just play defense and just
Yeah, that's the key thing about their team too. Their defense is undeniable. Their defense is strong as hell, bro. They all play defense, bro. Some good basketball, and you got like DeMar is in the running for MVP right now because he playing some good ass basketball. Again, Lonzo's making great decisions. His 3-point shot is just mint. The way that he's developed his shot, it's like very commendable. I mean, you remember how he used to shoot back in LA, or back in his young days, he used to
yeah
shoot like this, like like off to
yeah
the side, like it was crazy for like
shot
it's a
put.
weird ass form. But again, he's really worked on that, and that's what that's what it is to be in the NBA, man. That's
Mm.
like you developing your game, bro. That's something that Russ should have done from time. That's just what cheeses me, man, because I'm a Russ fan, so I gotta mention him.
Yeah,
But
but I always knew that Lonzo had a great work ethic. Coming from coming up with his dad, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's LeVar Ball." No, 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 bro. These two kids have work ethic. Lamelo,
Mhm.
Lonzo, even the middle one in the G League, but they all have work ethic. Regardless of what their dad says, they're always in the gym. These guys
Yeah,
grew up on playing basketball. They're not like, even though they have a lot of following and stuff like that, they're kids that grew up like primarily as basketball as their number one focus, right?
yeah,
And so it's really commendable. Like a couple years ago, Stephen A was ripping Lonzo. He can't shoot. He can't shoot. Well, now he can shoot. That's development of a
mm,
player.
yep,
There's a lot of players that haven't developed that three, which is surprising. Like you need a three in this age of an NBA. Like you said, like Ben Simmons.
definitely.
Ben
Yeah,
Simmons still can't shoot. 5 years in the league.
exactly.
Maybe he can. He doesn't want to shoot, but like it doesn't make sense, man. Like
It's a testament to work ethic, as you said.
yeah, I was like, yeah, it's just surprising. Like Russell Westbrook should be a better 3-point shooter at this point.
Definitely, definitely. But yeah, Chicago's looking nice, man. Zach LaVine, you already know. Caruso on the bench, yo, coming off the bench, you already know Caruso, man. Just brings a dynamic to the floor. You know, get the ball down low to Vucevic. Again, they nice, man. They just a great overall all around team, and definitely just a scary team within the East. Um, but yeah, I can see that finals for me personally. I can see that finals.
Yeah, everyone's counting the Bucks out, but
Bucks,
Bucks,
yeah, Bucks definitely still relevant.
the,
Still
the
relevant.
the top 12 teams in the East right now, it's a toss up. Like meaning like even our Raptors, like we're like 8 and 9, we're sitting at number 12, but we're only like 4 games back from number one. So the number
Mm,
12 team is 4 games back from the number one team. That's how tight it is. Like it's gonna be like a slug out the entire season for the Eastern Conference.
yeah,
Maybe we can have Toronto sneak through for the top 10.
yeah.
Um,
It's
yeah,
exciting. Like
it's
East
tough this year.
the East, like basketball in the East is usually not as exciting. So this is a
Mhm.
great year for basketball within the Eastern Conference, bro.
Yeah,
I
the
like that.
East is looking tough this year.
Yeah.
Oh man, so that's a little bit of NBA right there. Give y'all
Yes,
a
sir.
little glimpse. I know every week we try to talk about a little bit of NBA, so give y'all NBA and NFL. Always giving y'all the best, the insights. We'll drop more gems as the weeks go on. Try to break down a little more stuff from the football perspective and why we both played football, so we have experience in terms of from the inside and from the outside looking in. So yeah, appreciate y'all looking out for us and listening in again this week.
Yes, thank you for tuning in, man. Again, we appreciate the love, man. Just and anyone that's taking their time out just to listen, man. We love y'all, man. Like really, we love y'all.
Yeah.
So just keep us in your rotation, in terms of podcasts that you listen to. Um, yeah, man, we just gonna continue giving you that content that y'all need, that y'all want. Yeah, man. So again, it's Denver and Josh. We signing off from our podcast. Again, peace and blessings. Love y'all.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that like button. All right, have a great day, guys.